Northwest Coast. The Northwest Coastal region was home to many tribes. Chinooks, Makahs, and Kwakiutl were among the largest native groups in the area. Unlike the tribes of other regions, the tribes of the Northwest Coast never developed democracy, which means that all citizens can have a say in government. Instead, the wealthy people ruled a clan. The wealthier a man became, the more power he held in his clan. Generosity was highly valued because of this focus on wealth. If someone gave a gift to another person, that person was expected to give 3 gifts back. Also, the wealthiest clan at any given time had the most power in the region. The Native Americans of the Northwest Coast had many resources to aid them in survival. They were fortunate to experience relatively mild winters and summers. It was often cool and damp, which helped plants grow and thrive. They had many rivers, lakes, and coastal waters nearby, which served as sources of water for the natives and the animals they hunted, and provided a place for fish and other aquatic or water-dwelling animals to live. There were also vast forests, which provided a habitat for wild animals. Because this area was so rich in natural resources, it was easy for its Native American residents to be hunters, gatherers, and fishermen. They didn't have a need for agriculture or farming, since food was already plentiful. The Northwest Coast was well known for its abundance of food. Animals roamed and found shelter in the lush forests along the Northwest Coast. They often migrated throughout the forests and along waterways. Some animals, which were commonly hunted in this area, were rabbit, deer, and elk. The Native Americans also fished and hunted much of their food from nearby waters. Salmon, seal, and whales were some of their favorite prey, and they used harpoon-type spears to catch them. Whales, their main source of food, were the most difficult to catch but were worth the effort. Sometimes it would take days to catch a whale, but it would provide them with food, rope, skin for containers, and blubber, or whale fat, which could be used as oil and drizzled on food. The Northwest Coast people traveled by canoes made out of cedar wood called dugouts to fish for seafood. They also traveled by foot to gather foods in the wild. The bushes provided a variety of berries, and the waters provided shrimp, animal eggs, and oysters. To gather the food, the Native Americans created beautiful baskets, sometimes woven with a unique family design. Since the Northwest Coast people did not have to go far for food, their homes were sturdy and made for permanent residence. Most of them lived in long rectangular buildings called longhouses. They were made from huge cedar planks. The enormous cedar trees would be cut down and then split with beaver teeth and stone axes. One opening served as a door to the home, and another at the top allowed smoke from their fires to escape. Longhouses were so large that several families lived in a single one. Like all native tribes, the Northwest Coast people had many unique beliefs and customs. They had a medicine man called a shaman. He was known to control spiritual forces and use magic to help cure the sick. Members of the tribe would also construct totem poles. Each animal or symbol carved on the pole had meaning and was created to represent something in the creator's life. Only the creator of the pole was permitted to tell his story, and sometimes he chose to keep it a secret. Since these tribes had no written language, examining these totem poles helps us learn about their culture. When they were ready to raise and honor the totem pole, they often held a potlatch. A potlatch was a party that would last for days. At a potlatch, there would be a magnificent feast, and guests would sometimes receive up to 20 gifts. Tribes showed their wealth and generosity this way. Don't you wish you could go to a potlatch?